What is going on, guys? Dragon Blade here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we are going to introduce the monthly card for August. It has been revealed today. And we're also going to do a little bit of theory crafting for next month's community deck build. So this is your chance to obviously give me suggestions on what type of deck you'd like to see us play, how you'd like to see us play it. I'm going to give a skeleton of something I was thinking, but if the overall consensus is to go in a different direction, that is the direction that we will go. So first things first, we might as well introduce this monthly card, and here it is right here. The Pureblood Elder, a 7-cost 8/8 vampire, endurance only, with the text, when you gain max magicka, double the amount you gain. When you have 18 or more max magicka, Pureblood Elder has +8/+8 and breakthrough. So that alone is absolutely bonkers. And obviously the first thing that a lot of people, myself included, are thinking when they saw this card is great, more ramp bonuses for Ramp Scout. That's the last thing this meta needs right now. And I think that's where you'll see people trying this card out first, is in Ramp Scout. And I'm sure a lot of people will be a little bit frustrated with it because it's a little bit of an annoying card in that deck, because that deck's already so good and it's going to get another tool that has potential to be a 16/16 with breakthrough. But that's not where I'm going to be taking this community deck build. I don't want to just make Dragon Ramp Scout or something like that. Some of the synergies that I was thinking of, we'll get through those in a minute. But another point that I wanted to point out that they mentioned in the text down here, besides the fact that if you can get to 18 max magicka with a ramp deck, you probably can do that somewhat easily if you're running even outside of Scout. If you're, well, in Scout you have 3 Tree Minder, 3 Hist Grove, 3 Hist Mage, 3 of these, and 3 Spine of Elder Blood. So that's potentially 3, 6, 9, 12 max magicka you could gain if you play all of them, plus this guy doubles all of that gain, including the gain at the beginning of the turn. So that's what I wanted to talk about here. They said that you gain double at the start of your turn, so that's +2 max magicka at the start of each turn, and if you get multiple of these in play, they do stack. So that means if you have 2 Pureblood Elders in play, at the start of your turn you get +4 max magicka. 3 of these in play, you get +8 max magicka. If you have 2 of these in play and you ramp, it's going to be +4 for that as well. So getting even 1 or 2 of these on the board and getting 1 ramp card down, your magicka will already be basically pushing that max magicka of 18. It's pretty ridiculous. Obviously a very slow and greedy card, but even still a 7-cost 8/8 is pretty solid. And if you happen to get into the 18 max magicka zone, this is just a late game nuke. So I'm pretty excited to try this card out in the non-Scout world. So the thing that I was thinking about adding or running with this one, and you guys may override me, I was leaning towards, where is it? I think I have the deck here somewhere still. A Dragon Spell Sword list. I don't think we have one right now, so let's put one together real quick. This is just what I'm thinking. You guys can override me. Obviously we're doing this kind of quick on camera. So I was thinking something to the effect of running a normal ramp package in here, possibly with some of these guys, just because I like the way they work. And we're going to want to be running probably Tree Minder if we're going for kind of all in on the ramp. But Dark Guardian's a good one as well. Where's Tree Minder? Probably run 3 Soul Tears as well if we're going to go for the kind of slower late game push kind of thing. You could consider running 3 Venom Tongues, which I don't think you necessarily need them if you're running the rest of the ramp. Did I pass over Hist Grove? Where are you, Hist Grove? Yeah. So you're probably going to want to run 3 Hist Groves as well, just to kind of maximize your magicka gain ability. Obviously you're going to want to run 3 of the Pureblood Vampires for what we're doing here. It is our community build. I don't even know if you necessarily need the Spine of Elder's Blood with the way this is working, but I'm going to put it in there for now, just for argument's sake. And then let's start looking at a Spell Sword skeleton. I still think Scout's going to be the best list for this. Did I include all the dragons from purple? 1, 2... Does purple only have 2 dragons? I don't know. Let's find out. We got Dragon Cult Ghost. There's the Iron Scale, but I don't think he's that good. Dragon Plate Armor is a decent item. I don't think it works that well. And Naha Gleave, you could probably consider running. He might be a little slow, but maybe we throw him in there just because he's a dragon and it fits what we want to do. Alright, I definitely want to run 3 of these as well. This is part of why I wanted to run the Spell Sword variety, is the buffed Cliffside Lookout. I'm excited to give it a shot. I loved Cliffside Lookout before, so the fact that he got buff makes me very excited. So this is 37 cards as it stands. Decent amount of dragons. I think maybe we consider running Alduin just because it's something to do and he's there. We probably consider running... do we run all 3 of the big 3? That might be a little greedy. But I mean, we're running dragons. Let's run dragons. And we're ramping enough to where we might be able to actually pull it off. We're definitely probably going to want to run some Javs. This is a tough kind of thought process. I'm not that great at building slower decks, so this is where I'm going to be excited to get your guys' feedback here. Try and help me make this as competitive as possible. We're going to run Shouts. Actually, another card that I really wanted to run, which, while I don't think it's the best card, I think we should at least consider it. I think we should throw Midnight Snack in here, just because of the dragons. And I really want to try out the buffed Young Dragonborn. Just because it's 3 for a 3/3, which is okay, and we're going to want to be playing Shouts. And if we're going to want to be playing Shouts, we're actually already at 50 cards. I haven't played anything else yet. It's just a bunch of 3 costs. Oh man, so we're going to have a lot of competition here, as I can see, for some of these early game cards. We didn't even add any of our removal yet. So I'm just going to continue adding cards that I want to run, and then we're going to trim the deck list down together. That's what we're going to be working on. Again, I'm just spitballing ideas out here. This isn't the final deck list. We haven't done anything official. I'm just kind of throwing out ideas of what I think could be good in this list. Obviously, we could be running Edict of Azura. I think that's a decent removal suite. Actually, I don't even know if we need Edict of Azura for running Devour. I know it's not exactly the same, but running multiple 4-cost removal, I don't think we don't need as much. We definitely need to look at this 3 slot, because Dragonborn, Treeminder, Solitaire, Hissgrove, Dark Guardian, all of that's a little competing. I guess my gut says leave Hissgrove and take out Treeminder, although we could also remove some of the spines, but I want to leave a decent amount of ramp in there for the Pureblood Elder. And we haven't even done the rest of the dragons yet. Is there any other dragon synergy in yellow? I don't think so. Marok doesn't count. Black Dragon doesn't count. So this is a somewhat expensive deck. A whole lot of 3-drops in there. And honestly, we could even consider... Again, I know we need to shave this deck down a whole lot. But you could consider running the Word Wall and Greybeard Mentor package to maximize your ability to draw and play those shouts to play with the Young Dragonborn, as well as having them buffed up for if you play Parth. But obviously, with the 3 Pureblood Elders, we're at 64 cards that I'm just spitballing out there. I'm not counting other cards that I'm sure we missed. So this is just a general look at what this deck would look like in Spell Sword. Let's trim out the Spell Sword and look at maybe other lists. Again, this is up to you guys. This is what community builds are for. Let's take a look at if we maybe ran... Let's see what kind of support there is in Warrior for Dragons. Blade Lookout's not that good. Blood Dragon's pretty solid. Wildfire's pretty cool. Alright, so if we ran this same build in Warrior, we'd probably run 3 Blades Lookout, 3 Blood Dragon, 3 Wildfire Dragon, and I don't necessarily think we should run Skyborn. But maybe Swiftwing, but then we have a bunch of dragons in the 8 slot. I don't think it's necessarily as good to run it in this portion. Blue only has Mystic, Icewing, and Echo. I'm not loving those. And then Scout has the best dragons, but it's just traditional Dragon Ramp Scout, and I don't want to run that. So I do think that Spell Sword is probably the best way to go for what we're wanting to do here. With a closer second place finish to maybe trying to run it inside of Sorcerer. I don't think Dragon Sorcerer is as strong, but blue gives you a lot of flexibility. We could try running something like 3 Ice Wings, 3 Mystic Dragons. Dragon's Fury can take the place of our Devours that we cut since we couldn't run them in this list. Ghost Sea Lookout I don't think is that great. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards, I would say, if not Spell Sword, maybe try Warrior. I don't think Warrior is going to be that good, but it could be interesting. Especially since 3 of these would be 9. We'd be at 40. And then we mix in a couple rapid shots and stuff like that just to fill out the rest of the deck. We'd be in range. But I'm not sure. I definitely want to run like a Dragon Ramp variety. Just to play some of these big guys and be able to afford to get them out. But I don't know if we necessarily have to go 100% Dragon. That's where I'm going to leave things up to you guys. So let me know what you think of this month's monthly card. We'll pull it up one more time, the Pure Blood Elder. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that. Let me know what you guys want to run for the community deck list. If you are in agreement with trying to make Dragon Ramp Spell Sword a little bit better, let me know. Or if you have another direction you want to go, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. This is a card I am really excited to build around. I think we could have a lot of fun with this. So I'm excited to see your guys' ideas. But that's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. We'll get building this deck as soon as it becomes available to us in September. I'm excited to give it a shot. And I will see you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.